I'm going to share that news, that happy, exciting news with the world.
What news?
That we're live.
Oh.
I mean, you know, I know it's not.
It's all right.
The most exciting news. But, you know.
Share the exciting news that I just split this cork.
You split it? No.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not good at these. I'm good at like the smaller ones, like the jackknife ones. I'm not good at the little like man ones.
The jackknife ones. Oh, yeah. I'm terrible at those. I'm not even totally convinced I know how those work. Because I think I'm doing it wrong every time.
It's basically the exact same as this guy, but if he had only one arm.
So not what I'm not thinking of this.
Are you thinking of like a literal knife?
No, is it that one that's just like two prongs and no twisty thing?
I'm talking about the one that like.
Oh, like I think it's called like the rabbit, right? They would call it the jackrabbit, but that's like
fancy ones that like are like a dildo that you put on it, and it like does everything electronically. No, I'm talking about the ones that are more basic than this.
Oh God, I don't even know.
What the hell's going on? Why are you on your phone?
Because I'm telling the world
that we're illegally watching Casper.
Yeah. Well, we're not, you know, illegally watching it.
Yes, we are.
Well, no one has to know that.
Well, now everyone knows it.
Oh shit. You're right.
Is my volume normal? Can you even tell?
It sounds normal to me. God knows what that means.
Hi, Diana.
Hi, Avalon. Oh, yeah.
What are we doing?
We're going to watch Casper, the 1995 cinema classic, Christina Ricci Halloween staple.
Starring not only Christina Ricci, but
some guy.
As Christina Ricci's father.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a big deal. You're right. You're right. I was a fool.
Also, Christina Ricci's boyfriend / Casper is played by
some guy.
Isn't it the same guy, though, as Hocus Pocus? That was the point I was trying to make. Am I wrong?
The same guy as who in Hocus Pocus? Is it? No. Because Binks is like the actor that plays Binks is a cat, Avalon. Binks cannot have been the little boy in Casper.
I think you're right, but I think someone told me that, and I just took it for granted that it was true.
Because I think Hocus Pocus came out before Casper by at least a couple of years, and he's definitely a teenager in that movie, and he's like 11 in Casper.
Is he? I can't picture him. Yeah. Thank God we're watching it.
Thank God.
Also, for my Patreon, if you want to go ahead and throw me a couple bucks, because during this movie, I'm also going to be eating mashed potatoes.
That sounds great. Is that a bad thing?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but I kind of thought if I made it sexy, then it would be less embarrassing.
Like if you just have to eat the mashed potatoes real slow, like
I'll eat them. I'll duck off screen. Yeah. You know. I mean, you know. They say, people tell me that that's the new thing in Japan. It's just paying to watch people eat, like, food.
You gotta get the mashed potatoes between your fingers. Like this, like a raccoon.
You try to wash it? And
and then eat it like that. That's how you do it. That's how you make mashed potatoes sexy.
So are we waiting for something?
Are we waiting for Francis?
No, Francis isn't doing it.
Oh, okay. So then no. We are waiting to make sure that we are synced.
Ooh. So I'll tell you this. My Casper is at 2 seconds.
Mine is at 1, so hang on. Let me get it.
You're going to get a pop-up. It's going to be weird.
Fuck, I got it. Got it. All right, 2 seconds. That sun is just coming around the hemisphere of the globe.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. So we're really synced up, Avalon.
Ready? You got to do the countdown. We're so good at it, but you always have to do it.
I do it. Okay. All right. So 3, 2, 1, click.
Oh, it didn't work for me. Oh, I got a pop-up.
It's fine.
What are you at?
I'm at 5 seconds. So you tell me when you hit 5 seconds.
Oh, I was just playing it. I'm at 7.
Are you paused?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see the U and part of the N coming around.
Okay, so at 7 seconds, I'm going to pause again, and then we're going to...
Okay.
All right. So now...
Do it again.
I'm going to do it again. 3, 2, 1, click.
All right. I hope we're synced, because God help us if we're not.
There's no helping us if we're not. Ooh.
What? What are you oohing? The sound of space?
The sound, yes. The sounds of space. You know how upset I get about the Universal logo.
Man, I'm getting like weird ASMR feelings from the breeze going through those bushes.
Yeah. Oh shit. You ever be like 11 years old and braver than any fucking war hero on Earth?
No. That's pretty normal.
Like, seriously though, who in their right mind? Like, when I was a kid, no amount of dirty magazines.
The shape of that house makes no sense. You would have been motivated by dirty magazines when you were like 10?
Yeah, not because I knew what boobs were or anything, but because like it was forbidden. You know.
My dad kept his like pretty accessible.
We gotta unpack that. This one time we found pictures of my dad smoking weed. Which, like, you know, he was an Afro sporting 1970s hippie, so like big whoop, but it was pretty mind-blowing for me.
What are they taking a picture of?
Casper's taking a picture.
Yeah, I know.
They had to take a picture of themselves in the house to prove that they were there, yeah.
But how does anyone know what it looks like in the house?
Also, the way that this kid looks in this Polaroid when it comes in focus is not real. It's unreal.
It's weird, too, because this otherwise is a documentary.
No, like, yeah, what is wrong with his mouth?
I guess that's real.
That's not.
I think they cast that kid just because of what he could do in the Polaroid.
Yeah. They were like, everybody looks scared. And they picked him right out of the lineup.
Yeah.
Is Ben Stein an asshole?
Yeah.
Right? He is. Also, are you drinking wine or cider? It's very important to me to know.
Wine.
Ooh. Oh, I guessed wrong.
This Hansen Vineyards 2014 Pinot Gris. It's quite good.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
It's a weird plot point I don't remember.
Well, he doesn't leave her any of the money.
I know that, but I didn't remember like that her father presumably was like a fucking animal weirdo.
That he what?
Was some like animal freak.
Yeah, he was like, well, he was a humanitarian or some shit.
Not a humanitarian. Like maybe like an animalitarian. A bobcatitarian.
Bobcatitarian, yeah. does her voice sound like it's fake? Do you get that? Like, it just doesn't sound like she's a talking human. It sounds like her voice was rendered by a machine.
I feel like I'm high. The background noises are so weirdly vivid to me right now.
Yeah, you might be high.
Fire. I'm not. The fire is like giving me tingles.
Guys. The flickers and flames.
Wait.
What?
How? She rightfully owns the house?
Yeah, she just got the deed in the will. She owns it.
Then why can't she get in it? And
no, she can, but it's haunted. That's why she hires a ghost hunter to come and live in the house and deal with the problem.
I clearly forgot the plot of the movie. I thought
don't worry, I'll never forget the plot.
I thought Christina Ricci and Dad moved in, like.
No, they're hired and they're forced to move in, and that's a point of contention. That's why Christina Ricci and her dad don't totally get along, because he forces her to move all across the country to hunt fake ghosts, because this is the first time he actually encounters real ghosts in the movie, obviously.
And he's obsessed with finding ghosts because of his dead wife.
Yeah, obviously. Because that's what happens when people...
I'm trying to remember. Fucking obviously. Why is his hand broken? Oh, it's burnt.
Yeah, because he stuck his hand in a burning...
Happened. All right. Now, what's their relationship?
He's in love with her.
Oh.
She's using him.
Are they in a relationship?
No. She's like dangling the possibility of a relationship to get him to continue to be her like gopher or do it person, whatever. I don't know.
Typical.
Yeah.
Typical.
Like all women. How bad would you shit?
It's genuinely hard for me to imagine how badly I'd shit.
I wouldn't run. I know that about myself.
I would definitely run at this point.
It'd be too late for me.
No,
I'd be on the ground fetal, and that would just be it.
The second Casper was like, "Oh no!" and then there was a fucking tornado of ghosts. Like, I wouldn't even think about it. I would be gone. I might be gone the second Casper appeared.
I'd be frozen, I think.
What? What is this character?
He's a priest. He's going to do an exorcism on the house.
No, that is clearly not what I am asking. What are these character choices? Top to bottom, the lemon in his hand, the hat, the accent,
the sunglasses?
The sunglasses, the smoking, the facial hair.
He's not a good priest. He's never done it before. He's just done research. He gave us all we need to know.
Should have nothing to do with the fact that he looks like he's coming in from like a Marx Brothers movie.
I think that might be it. Tornado of Ghosts, future band name from Eric Beeler. I think that's a contender.
Mm-hmm.
Tornado of Ghosts. At least it's an album name. Or the name of a tour.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow, these special effects, you know? Why? You know what he's like? He's like the guy from The Room. Like, what accent is he doing?
I know. Yeah, it is very.
I forgot about this little Easter egg.
Yeah, that's not an Easter egg.
Cameo. Cameo is the word I was like.
Cat's a cameo. But what is his mustache? Like he
wasn't allowed to grow a mustache?
And also, like, it just feels, I don't know, it feels bad to me that, like, he's the only one that showed up to that.
I like this whimsical, very fake house set. Like, they're clearly indoors right now.
Yeah. Turns out they can.
Oh man.
Oh what? Wow. Dibs
There's is a lot really more slapstick going on than I expected. Man, look at all those phallic towers. Casper, can you go that far away?
Poor Casper. No.
Are you sad? I don't give a fuck about that.
He just wants a friend, Evelyn.
I don't care.
For anybody who's just joining us now, we are at 11:02 and counting. So if you are actually trying to sync up, go for it.
And we're watching on Watch Cartoons Online. We're not paying for it.
I am watching it completely legally.
Wait. Where is his office?
I think that he at one point had an office, and then I think that he lost it.
This looks like it's in a Wild West theme park. I did.
He gave up conventional psychiatry and started buying crystals. A girl. Oh, Casper, you fucking neckbeard.
Yeah. Why would they include that part?
What?
Why would they include this part in the segment of her being like, not telling them anything and just saying, please leave me alone?
Because, you know, that's all they could get. And they want to show that she's a disturbed young lady because of her father's ridiculous lifestyle choices. Which, you know.
All right, where are we? New England?
I don't know. Wow, she knows how to eat dinner.
Yeah, she's real Diana style.
Yeah.
Oh, this is how Casper fucking manipulates the situation. What?
I think he just, you know, he probably just like lit some candles and like talked to the air.
Oh, that's how the psychiatry thing comes in. He's a ghost psychiatrist.
Yeah. Yeah. He used to be a real psychiatrist and he gave it up and bought a bunch of crystals.
I thought he was just exercising.
No, he's not. The exorcists didn't work.
I know. I was here.
Get me.
Saw it.
The whole city of Santa Fe.
Santa Fe.
I want to know Francis's opinions on this movie. Are they good opinions? They better be.
No idea. Wow, Christina Ricci. Cactus boners?
I don't know.
Why doesn't she just tell people he's a therapist? It actually seems to me like his freelance job doesn't really require them to move.
I think it's probably so scarce to find work as a ghost psychiatrist that you literally have to take whatever job,
no
matter how far away.
Job, but like, why would you move all your stuff every time? Like, just get on a plane and go work there for a week.
Visit. Yeah, yeah.
This seems like more expensive.
She said right before meeting the love of her life.
What are they going to do? What's he going to do to her?
I like that he pulls over just to not be a dick. That part's cool.
Oh, pinky promises. A running theme in the whole movie.
Pinky promises.
Hi, Francis. You want to come watch the movie?
Maggie.
You sure? All right, well, if you see something happening and you want to say it, you just shout out.
Okay. Aw. Scenic routes.
No, we just started it. What do we think this is, Salem?
God. Don't they do talk? Oh, friendship. Yeah. It's friendship. Whatever. It's friendship.
What state do we think friendship is?
I do think it's Maine. It feels
Maine.
like.
Oh, they said it in the beginning. They said Maine.
Oh, I just guessed that. So,
yeah,
okay.
When they're reading the will, they say that you got the house in Maine. Man, have you ever been to Maine in the wintertime?
No.
It shuts down.
Yeah, well.
It's really scary.
Have you ever been to upstate New York in the wintertime? It's almost shut down.
No, Maine is like
Whipstaff. Cool ass name for a mansion. If I had a mansion, so I've been trying to get my parents to name their house upstate because it's not a mansion, but it's like it's a cabin like in the woods. And I feel like all of those houses have cool names.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I just want them to do it. Hey, Salem.
I'm glad they got the Stephen King reference out of the way.
You got to do that real quick, like a Band-Aid. Yeah. It was a bad joke, Kat.
Good one. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this?
To make him, I don't know, endeared to them because they're not real humans.
I don't think there has ever traditionally been a psychological cure.
As with the old traditional psychological cure, I'll just throw a vibrator and a couple of volumes at the house, and we'll.
If that doesn't work, we'll lock it in a room until it goes insane.
No problem. If we just electrocute the house, I think we'll get somewhere.
What the fuck is this place? This house is insane.
Got the egg sack from Aliens hanging.
What were these 3 brothers and their nephew?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like doing when they were alive.
Well, and what, they lived there before the father of the antagonist?
I believe the father, yes, they were the original owners of the house.
So the father lived with them the whole time and everything was fine?
Yeah, but I think, no, I think they moved in after. They moved in after he died.
The ghosts moved into this house after that guy died?
Except Casper. Casper was on his own, but his uncles moved in after he died.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because yeah.
No.
Yeah. So Casper dies as a kid. His
Right.
father goes for broke and I think kills himself. Maybe eventually. But I think that's when the brothers, the uncles, I should say, his father's brothers, whatever, move into the house. As
when
ghosts.
does the antagonist's dad move in?
He buys the house,
but he didn't
never moves in.
Okay, that was my question.
Nope. They only find out that the house is even worth something when it gets the deed falls in the fire. I'm sure I'm going to be 90% wrong about all that because I know he goes through a little rundown of it.
No, that sounds right. Next question. Were those beds engraved when they were alive?
I have to imagine so, because how else? Also, how cool was that light switch? I want all my light switches to look like that.
It looked like it was a practical joke buzzer.
Yeah. That's what I want my light switches to look like.
Trust it. This is the house of an insane person, not like a cool inventor.
Oh, absolutely. If you're just tuning in now, we are at 22:22. And you can kind of figure it out from there. Always, you can type at us in the chat and figure it out from that point on.
You know, if you come sit by me and we use those headphones, we could share them.
It's okay.
I could have it real low. I would really like for you to be involved. I only didn't problem solve because you said you didn't want to. Why don't you cue it up? Cue it up on your...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We lead by example here. I'm so jealous of your mashed potatoes.
It's watch. I'm not going to. It's watchcartoonsonline.la. Actually, you can see it. You can see the URL bar on the TV.
I want that sweater. I want that sweater so bad.
His sweater?
His sweater.
You could have it.
I want it.
I'll let you have it.
You'll let me?
Yeah.
You let me take that sweater?
I think that we could find that immediately at every thrift store.
Or at Target. I'm pretty sure I already own that sweater.
I don't know. It seems a little grandpa for Target. Sleeping bag?
She just puts a sleeping bag on because she knows she's going to leave soon. So I changed the bed sheets.
I mean...
Casper. Boundaries.
Well, what I don't understand is there wasn't a pillow there before, so what does she think she's punching? It's junk, rude. Oh my god.
Salem. You're not very graceful. He learned how to be a cat from Sam, so.
Right. That makes sense.
Christina Ricci is so good.
How was she in like every spooky movie from this time period?
Wasn't she? She was just in 2, wasn't she? Just Casper and
Ugh.
the other one.
Addams Family?
What?
Addams
Family, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Just feels like a lot. Also, Sleepy Hollow wasn't like that much after this, was it?
No, you know what? Actually, she was probably in her early 20s for Sleepy Hollow, so that wasn't that too long after.
Yeah.
I
would say that she was a little too young in Sleepy Hollow because I'm pretty sure she started dating Johnny Depp and it was like a little bit weird.
Well, what we know about Johnny Depp, are we gonna?
Hindsight. Where are you going?
I'm going to get my wine.
Oh.
I'm gonna be 2 seconds. Don't pause.
I'm not going to pause. It's too complicated. Wow. That was fast. If he's a ghost psychologist, like prolific ghost psychologist, how has he never seen any ghosts before? Because ghosts presumably are a normal thing.
Do it this way.
Diana, I have a question.
What?
If we've established that ghosts exist in this world.
Yeah.
And he's going to all these haunted places. Don't you think he might have seen ghosts before?
All right. So what I think, because I've thought about this too, I think that most of the time, the ghosts are actually just people's imaginations. You know, just like what they are in real life. It's a rare instance. You know, just because that old woman missed her husband does not mean her husband had unfinished business and stuck around. He was like 100. He needed to die. But Casper having unfinished business makes sense. Little kid who never let go of his dad and his sled, you know.
No, I feel like if that's all it takes to be a ghost, there should be a ton of ghosts. And where the fuck have they been?
And they were on holiday. They were causing mischief out in the world. I think that the uncles are ghosts because they genuinely were such pieces of shit that they liked being ghosts better than they liked being alive. For anyone who watches Being Human, I think that they're like Sally's brother, who would like pass up a door willingly because death is cooler than being alive.
I totally agree with you, but I think that's further evidence that there should be more ghosts. If that's an option.
Totally. I just think that most of them don't want a fucking human psychiatrist psychiatrizing them. You know?
An interesting thought.
Like, I feel like definitely old ladies, you know, 98-year-old husband, definitely not a ghost. He passed on. He was cool. He said, bye, bitch. But, like...
But he's prolific enough that he has, like, a news special about him. Somebody's ghost should have been real.
Somebody's, but you know what? I like the idea that he can't fit.
Do you?
I do.
I feel like
because it doesn't make any sense. They're ghosts. They don't have body mechanics.
That's true. That's true. What are they doing in there?
Like he just continues to pretend to be big.
Yeah.
Because it makes him happy. Like he doesn't have any need. Oh, back up there, huh?
Wow, that's really Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That one is the most confusing because it is the Crypt Keeper doing a Home Alone reference because why?
First of all, we established that Fatso was in his body. I don't know about that one.
What? Fatso's clearly a queen. He does that whole bit later on.
Diana, I didn't memorize the movie. That's why I'm watching it.
Oh, okay. This is what happens when a chronic movie rewatcher.
Yeah.
I
probably haven't seen this since I was a child.
Yeah, I watched this earlier this year.
I thought you were going to say this evening. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I would have chosen something you hadn't watched.
There's nothing, Avalon. There's nothing that fits that description.
All right. That's how they carved their bed after the fact.
I like the ghost mechanics. Like,
what about them?
Like, sort of like how I like Sabrina the Teenage Witch's witch powers. Where, like...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where, like, the powers that they have are just anything.
Oh, yeah.
At any time. Like, it's not like, oh, I have the power to levitate and the power to, harness the sun. It's like, I just have the power to, like, do whatever.
You know what I really want to watch with you? Is Space Jam.
I really want to watch Space Jam, like, all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm down.
I haven't seen Space Jam since it was relevant.
It's relevant all the time.
Well, you know what I mean. It's really relevant.
I would really think my dad was so cool if I saw him sword fighting a ghost with a plunger.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think he was a real doofus.
I'd be like, my dad is Peter Pan.
Oh, my dad is Peter Pan. How do they not know what that thing is if it's there?
They're faking.
I don't have any reason to think that's true.
Because they know that they're going to get out of it. That's my pointy dick.
In your dick.
In your dick.
Who's got their pointy head in my dick? It's my dick.
Watching.
It's called what? Pop-topping?
Cock-docking.
Cock-docking.
Cockdockers.com if you want to learn more.
I don't.
You don't. So anytime I watch Christina Ricci do anything, I bring up this movie called After Death. Have you seen it?
No.
Good. You should watch it. It's her and Liam Neeson in one of the most confusing and in a good way, movies I've ever seen.
Well,
it is a movie where at the end you don't actually know which potential option is the truth. It's very good.
What year is it?
I mean, it's more recent-ish. I would say sometime around the same era of like Black Snake Moan.
Oh, okay.
That time frame.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
He doesn't have any reason to know that. Oh, I forgot about the Rube Goldberg device. I love that.
Yeah. And his dad does that with everything, like the whole like way down into the basement and like everything.
That shit was not there before.
Ghost mechanics. I can have skin if I want to.
Oh, I get it. He's trying to get rid of the pulp.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross. It's on the wall now.
Pulp is disgusting and should be flung away.
Pulp is the best part of orange juice. I want extra pulp.
Shut up. Are you really a pulp?
I fucking love pulp.
That's disgusting. It's not even a drink. It's not a drink.
It makes it feel like a smoothie.
Ew. First of all,
I love pulp. It makes me feel like I'm drinking a real fruit and not some kind of bullshit.
Eat a fucking orange, Avalon.
Nah, that's too much skin. Too much skin on an orange. I don't like it.
It's all in there. That's what the pulp is.
Yeah, they pre-chew it for me. Oh. I don't have good incisors to like get through the orange slice.
So your mama bird,
but my molars can take the pulp.
Is pre-chewing your oranges for you and spitting them back. That's vile. You're vile.
I fucking love pulp so much. I really do.
Pulp is. I don't understand that there are enough freaks in the world who like pulp. For pulp to even be sold in stores.
I could take some extra pulp. It's good for you.
First of all, no orange juice is good for you.
Well, the pulp is the best for you part of all of the parts.
No, fruit is not good for you. It's literally 100%.
I'm not gonna go down this fucking road where fruit is not good for you. Fruit is totally good for you in moderation.
Like
not even dramatic moderation, like mild moderation.
Very serious moderation.
Many fucking vitamins and antioxidants and fiber.
Those things are in
anything
like
that comes out of the ground is good for you.
That is not true.
It is true.
Anything
unprocessed and untouched by man is good for you.
I got some berries to share with you, Evelyn.
It's good for you. Oh, the movie's over.
Oh, that's it.
Let's go get some orange juice.
We did it. They fake died again. A term I made up.
Remember the animated series?
Yeah.
I only remembered it when they said bone bag.
It was okay.
It's fine. Where's that shit coming from?
I got nothing for you. I don't know. I wish I did.
Also, it's not fair that they all eat the same thing and only one of them is fat.
I think those were their nicknames when they were alive.
They said hell. Don't laugh at that.
It's cute.
Hi, Maggie.
He's so good at being so pathetic. I love him. Also, I had a weird crush on him as a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, thank God you said that. I would not know what to do if you didn't.
Yeah, no, I think that's totally real.
Yeah. He was just so pathetic.
Gross. It's about to be gross. It's so gross. I thought that was shit when I was a kid.
Me too.
I think it's chewed up chocolate ice cream, but I thought it was shit.
Yeah. Well, it's the same reason as why I had a crush on Ray from Ghostbusters when I was a kid.
Mm.
It was just so like sad. Like,
a pity crush.
Yeah.
That's why I really
like it was not sexual at all. It was just like, duh, I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, have you had to open a combination lock in a while?
If I ever have to open one again, I'll kill everyone in this room and then myself. No, combination locks can go.
I got one recently and it makes me furious.
I literally buy locks for the gym that have keys.
Because I'd lose
that off.
I would lose that. Oh my God. Do you remember that? Do you remember drafting sentences?
Yeah.
The worst part of middle school. And Kathleen is not the name of a child. Hush, guys.
No.
Casper's fucking killing them all.
My house has a name, so I think I'm already more badass than anyone in this room. Like this morning, some ghosts, like, you got into a fight with you.
I feel like adults need to be making this decision.
I feel like no child's home should be the option for the public school dance.
Wow, that was a really short class.
Yeah. It's like homeroom.
I thought he was a psychiatrist. Oh my goodness. My degree, no problem.
My degree that I'm not using because I am a quack now.
I lost my mind.
I lost my fucking mind. Yeah, no big deal.
Man, I like that they're making jack-off jokes.
I miss when kids' films used to do that.
I think they still do.
I don't think they do.
I think there's still hidden adult jokes in kids' movies. I think we just don't watch kids' movies.
Speak for your damn self.
Oh. How did they know to jump on that?
He jumped to catch that picture when he was not jumping to catch his own degrees.
I don't know. I think that they have to be pretty fucking smart to catch on to that fast. That she's dead, and he's looking for her.
If anyone gives up a real degree that pays actual money to be a ghost psychiatrist,
these probably died before there even were colleges.
That's how. Hit the stage.
Fuck that. Oh, I just remembered what this bit is.
This like piano line. Like, even though I know this is the opening for a joke.
Yeah. It's still really moving.
Yeah.
I'm really engrossed.
He really kissed him. Like, that was full on lip on lip.
Both are valid. No. What? I don't know. Man, I just fucking got
I
here.
mean, I hate this guy.
I mean, I guess that was pretty, like, fine.
Oh, it was, but it's part of a prank his girlfriend set him up to do.
What the fuck, Diana? Why am I even watching it?
You've seen it before.
I will ask for it. I didn't even ask.
I thought that you knew.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I'm glad she says it right there, because I thought for a second that she doesn't reveal it till like the end of the movie. But my point was that even though he's being a douchebag, Casper is also being a little bit of a douchebag.
Ugh.
Damn, babe. Harsh.
No one in Maine has a tan.
Yeah, that guy doesn't have a tan.
No, that's part of why.
Casper, boundaries.
Diana, all you gotta do is push a girl out of her comfort zone. It's good for her.
Yeah, you just gotta shove her right out the window. And then show her that you need me to catch you. I sold you the problem, and now I'm the solution.
Nice.
Men.com.
And you know, one thing that's really striking me is that Casper seems younger than her. I thought they were supposed to seem like the same age, but he seems like way younger.
He was younger than her
when he died?
When he died. Not by much, but he's been dead. He's been dead for like decades.
Yeah, but he hasn't like matured or developed.
Well, like I think kind of, obviously not emotionally. He's sort of, yeah, he's emotionally still that age, but like he's been watching television and like, you know, consuming media and shit like that for all that time.
Oh,
I feel like it's the same level. All right, so in like vampire fiction,
I knew you were gonna say that, and I still don't agree.
Because fuck Bill Compton, don't give a shit.
No, I'm thinking like baby Kirsten Dunst, and I think that if you are at a certain age and you're turned into a vampire, your brain has not developed fully, and it never will.
I think that that's fair. I think that hers also kind of hasn't, though, even. But I kind of feel like you still do.
She's had to grow up fast.
She's like, you know, she's like 14. He's like 11. It's not like I don't know.
That's a huge difference.
I think it is a huge difference. Well, actually, I don't know. I think they say his age at the end, and it's, I don't know. I don't remember what it is. He is younger than her at the time of his death, but he's been dead for several centuries.
I don't think that counts.
I just think that if we can talk about Bill Compton at some point.
Oh, you'd be like my little brother. Bad. Yeah, we've all pretended to be there, Kat.
I'm asleep. I'm so asleep. That's too fucking real.
Yeah.
I'm so asleep right now. Let me announce verbally out loud that I am asleep and that your touch is not articulate. Fucking welcome. Because I'm asleep. Men.com.
Oh, rough. I look fucking sexy.
I'm gonna look like a fucking dish. I've been fucking
all over.
Yeah. Don't worry.
9 schools in 2 years.
9 schools, 2 years, no memories. I can't remember anyone's name, just like I said.
Yeah, Daddy, your actions are really fucking me up. That's my face all the time. That face Christina Ricci just pulled my constant face.
I know.
I mean,
isn't that the whole point of having a Halloween party in a haunted mansion? Like,
I just don't know what makes her think anyone has any control over them.
And I don't understand why he thought pouring his coffee while he wasn't looking was a good idea in the first place.
No one has ever smiled that way when entering an attic.
Although no attic has ever had such high ceilings.
Or a funnel in the middle.
Yeah. House design by Tim Burton.
Yeah, I mean, very much so. I actually kind of feel like this movie is ripping him off to an extent that's like eyebrow raising.
I don't know. If I were making a creepy movie in the late 90s, I would want to rip off Tim Burton.
That's fair. Actually, I'm sure that he was asked to do this, and I think it would have been way better.
Then it would have been so much more extreme. It would have been
right.
Well, it would have been too fucking much.
I think it would have been less stupidly not funny, less slapstick.
I found my Halloween costume, a wedding dress.
Wait, was it Casper's mom's dress? Am I remembering that?
I don't. Well, I know it's her dress, but I don't actually know if it is a wedding dress.
I don't think it's a wedding dress, but I definitely think it's Casper's mom's dress.
Which is her dress.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, and he's like, "You look so beautiful in my mom's dress." Like, oh god.
Also, I'm worried about his mom if she was the size of a 7th grader.
I know. Fatso's a queen.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Should we break out into song to fix his feelings?
What about the party?
What about the party?
Happy hour.
Let me dress up like his mom, his dead wife.
Oh my god, I just remembered the climax of this movie and how distressing it was for me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at me as if like you're keeping a secret inside.
No, I just love it because this is so. It has been so disturbing to me for my whole life. That
aspect, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that anyone could have cleaned this room that well. That room,
he like repainted the walls.
It was literally rotting.
She repainted the walls.
Yeah, that would have taken months.
And I think the whole point was that his dad never packed any of that shit away. So the fact that it looked like that in the first place didn't make sense. Like the dirt and the mold, sure, but the fact that it was all like in boxes, it. Because the uncles would never let anybody into the house long enough to do anything like that.
Maybe the uncles packed it.
The uncles packed up the room.
Was there just like a very abrupt scene transition, or did I fuck up? Like, there was an abrupt scene transition?
Yeah. I mean, you're watching her put on the fucking giant dress, right?
I clicked a pop-up right when that happened, and I thought I made it skip forward. It's not pretty. I mean, it's pretty, but it's not.
It's not pretty, but it's like early 80s pretty.
No, I think it's like 1880s pretty.
It is a little. For what? What's the costume? What's your concept?
Yeah, what's the concept?
What's your concept for this costume?
Get out of
I'm in a wedding dress.
You're in a wedding dress. What's the backstory of this costume?
Jesus.
Yikes.
Like, can you just keep it in your fucking pants for a second?
Holy shit. It's gonna be so weird.
Oh, so he passed up intentionally, crossing over. He didn't have unfinished business. He intentionally stayed behind. Because his dad was not.
Something like newspaper exposition. I mean, to be fair, I think he might have been insane.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lazarus pits.
So this insinuates that for at least several years,
they spent time
Casper's dad, lived with the ghost of his son in his fucking ear, like basically like tormenting him to probably also. Because, like, I don't know, even if you want it to be true, do you really like?
Yeah, no.
Do you just automatically accept that that's real, or do you think you're insane?
Everyone in this world has automatically accepted that it's real, but.
So Casper dressed her up in his mom's wedding dress.
Yeah.
And is dragging her down in his dad's laboratory. She's
very trusting.
You know? And only in a movie does that work out.
She's walked a lot of miles for her age, but she's still very trusting.
Yeah.
I mean, why?
She doesn't know how to trust live human people, but ghost people. You know. She trusts the crazy uncles to not cause a scene at her party that she's having.
I guess she's the perfect age, because if she was in high school, like, this character archetype would be a real shithead. Why?
Well, you know, you want to get your makeup done.
No, that's bad for everyone.
Right before you go to the lab.
No.
You know, the breakfast one worked so well.
Oh, that aftershave in her eyes. Yeah, fortunately, the breakfast one was more well thought out than this.
The combs did not even touch her hair. They didn't even make it.
Do you think that his dad would come out at this point with like a bow tie and perfectly groomed head, but then completely naked?
Or like, he would just not shave, but put on a 3-piece suit with no tie.
And then go downstairs.
And like wet hair.
I like to think of him being insane and never wearing any pants. Yeah. Everything else maybe, but just no pants.
I mean, whatever.
Plus out.
I think he's wearing one of those like t-shirts that has a suit printed on it.
All right. Oh, that actually worked pretty well. Oh, because he's the right height.
She's too small. No, I forgot.
Ugh.
Jesus, cat, will you just lay off? What's it like to die? Your dad's a fucking big
real shithead, huh? I heard he was insane.
Wow, what a shit your dad was.
Oh, look how nice he looks now.
Yeah. His hair's nicely combed.
I mean, it's combed.
It's combed.
I feel like we can't ignore how much of a Batman ripoff that Pit is. Like, was his dad Ra's al Ghul?
Maybe.
Because that's the crossover everyone's been asking for. Thanks. You're getting my mom's dress like real fucking gross.
You put it on me, perv.
Frankenstein, really?
He thinks he can control life and death. Just like the old doctor.
I don't know. That feels a little bit on the nose.
Are those two other things buttons, or are they just there to be like, because I've thought that since I was a kid. Are they just little nips there to be?
Maybe they're more like knobs.
Yeah. Derek, you're late to the party, but if you want to queue up Casper, the movie, we are at 107 right now.
Yeah.
You know, and counting.
Otherwise, you can just hear us say shit.
Otherwise, you know, we're just
it's
winging
really
it.
Easy to find free online, not surprisingly.
That's so good. We're right at the part where
we find out this is a Batman movie.
Where we find out that Casper's dad was Batman. The Lazarus. That's a reference, right? It has to be a reference that I
Wait, what are you asking?
The Lazarus is a reference, right?
Like the original Lazarus reference?
Yeah.
Is Lazarus in the Bible. Gets brought back.
Ugh, God.
But then the Lazarus pits in Batman are like what you go into if you're in there. You're cold and you get to come back. I call the plant that I haven't been able to kill for 6 years Lazarus because I've killed everything else. And every time it like withers and dies, it comes back. It's amazing.
You know, if it was on Netflix, I didn't see it there. Derek is saying it was on Netflix. I didn't even
look. I just Googled Casper movie, and the first link was like a movie that actually
usually
worked.
It comes up in the search if it's...
Oh, does it?
Yeah, if it's Netflix or Hulu or whatever. And I got Google Prime, but it was not. It was like a trick. It was Google Prime.
I wish I had checked Netflix because I'm having to ignore a lot of weird porn pop-ups.
Yeah, Avalon's dealing with a lot of porn because she doesn't know how to install ad blocker onto her computer.
It's his computer, so it's based on his cookies.
Yeah, I just have a lot of blank ads that are probably supposed to be porn, like all along the side.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're missing out on some real weird anus shots.
I'm fine, you know. Okay, it's not on Netflix. We didn't fuck up that bad.
Okay.
All right, so now Casper's getting in the machine to turn himself back into a human.
Oh, that's right.
His father invented this.
Wait, so if his father invented a functional Lazarus machine, why
he died before he could test it? He wanted to test it on someone else because he was afraid that it would not work and that Casper would, you know,
is that why he killed his brothers?
Die for real.
No, but is that why he killed his brothers? To experiment on them?
Shut up. That's my most favorite headcanon I've ever heard for any story ever. That's it. I accept that.
It all makes sense now.
You went totally crazy.
Yeah.
And that's why they hate Casper. Yeah. That's why they're such dicks.
Mm-hmm. Although the ultimate ghost with unfinished business is the dad. Where's the dad's ghost? Why did he fuck off?
I think they make a very cliched suicide reference where you don't get a choice if you suicide. This is full of biblical references, so I have to assume. Yeah, we did the Dan Aykroyd cameo in the beginning.
Oh my god, good memory.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ugh. God. I was always sad by that Dan Aykroyd cameo.
Why? Because you didn't like his mustache?
Well, I didn't like his mustache, one. And I was just sad that he was the only Ghostbuster that showed up. I just felt like, why, guys?
Fair.
Like, we could have really skipped the money for, like, that Clint Eastwood bathroom mirror scene to have the rest of the Ghostbusters.
Mel Gibson.
And Mel Gibson. We did not need that.
Really calling in favors. I literally don't remember what's happening.
Oh, she figured out what it is. She knows that a ghost can get in and out of the safe, so she figures she'll just kill him, let him into the safe, get the treasure back, and then she's promised that she'll bring him back to life afterwards. She's obviously not going to do that. Yeah. But whatever, she's gone off the cliff now. So
she's my favorite ghost because she is weirdly sassy, and she gets like hair, right? Does she get a suit?
And she's like in a bodysuit. She's in like a cat suit.
But you're telling me if it's this easy to be a ghost, he has never met another ghost?
I think that everybody becomes a ghost in this canon.
I think it's actually very similar to being human. I think it's a go through the door or don't go through the door thing.
Yeah. I think everybody becomes a ghost at first, and then if you have the opportunity to choose, and you can or you cannot.
This part was very, very disturbing to me.
Me too. This is what,
like, weirdly way darker.
Because they are changing their minds about him, and like
they want to stay friends. There's no one else at this bar? No one works there?
If they did, would they still be there?
Did you see that sign that said win a portable CD player in the karaoke contest?
Derek, I need to know more about that podcast. I don't care if it's boring, actually, but I really like the idea of Dan Aykroyd being really into Ghostbusters and aliens and the supernatural.
I'm counting on you to tell me when things are happening on the YouTube because I don't have enough space
on
my browser.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Best joke in the whole movie.
Yeah, you're definitely right. One. Yeah, there aren't any other contenders.
I like when you agree with me, but you're still mean.
Really checks all the boxes. Hi, Maggie.
Yeah.
Hi. What a good girl.
Oh, don't put on that show, Fatso. Just because they were done wrong by their brother.
That's their unfinished business. They're trying to find the fourth brother. And he's a doctor.
And he's a dad.
I don't know about that sound effect. Disturbing.
Fundamentally, your understanding of how that fan works is wrong. I've thought that since I was a child, like every time watching that scene.
That's what bothers me. Why is she the only one with clothes?
Because otherwise I'd have to draw ghost boobs.
No,
let's be real. That's
blurry. They don't draw ghost dicks. This exposition happened pretty fast. Like,
well, the thing is, he knew she wouldn't bring him back to life. He wants to bring her back to life because that makes him a hero, and then she'll finally
Pat finding the dress, and then this. Like, I thought there were a couple of days in between. I didn't realize it was all the same day.
Yeah, it's all one day. Literally perfect. You don't say it like that.
It is, yeah.
It's so perfect.
All of us at once.
No, not yet, Derek. If you want to queue up, we're at 117. Right now, we're at the part right after Casper tried and failed to become human, and the Halloween party has arrived at the mansion. And they're all looking real scared to be there.
I mean, you can't just offer your house for a party and literally do nothing to prepare.
And like, I was totally under the impression that it was the whole school. It's literally just that one class of 20 people.
Fair.
What's happening?
What do you mean? Yikes.
Oh, not a good joke.
It's an alright joke. It's not as good as Possession.
No, Possession is 9 times the law. It's the best joke.
Yeah. Ugh, why?
Nice job, Derek. We're at 119. So go for it.
They just said bitch. Also, I think they're being pretty generous with her bust. It was not like
exaggerating their features, which, like, what did Fatso look like? You know?
He's probably a pretty nice guy.
Yeah. It was probably ghost features are just caricatures of us.
Are weirdly more detailed than anyone else's. I think the dad comes around detailed too, right?
Yeah, but he has to because he's new, and it has to make us feel emotion. Yes! All right, Derek's with us. But she gone. Goodbye.
Oh no.
Run.
Just like react at all, Casper. You could totally take care. Casper could have turned into like a giant catcher's mitt. Like that was not.
I think, you know, drama.
See? That's how we can know how old he is. Somebody Google that. Diana, please Google that.
Derek, please Google.
I've already forgotten it, or I would. I want to know what year he's from.
Name and tell us how fucking old Casper is. Yeah, the ghost version of her is sexier than her real life version, Derek.
Yeah.
Oh, you've definitely seen her before. She's a character actress. She's in like.
She's in all kinds of stuff that I can't think of.
She's just never like she's never a main. Yeah. She's just always around in the background.
Seriously, it's really bothering me that these new ghosts get clothes.
I feel like when they're still stuck, maybe they do, and then when they decide to move on or not.
Maybe these guys were all murdered naked.
Like in their sleep.
Yeah.
By their brother. Yes. The sociopath.
He lost it. Casper told him to do it. It's like Francis anytime I'm trying to say something serious to him. And he doesn't need glasses. Like, let the guy be able to see in the afterlife. Jesus Christ.
Well, some of the ghosts did, Derek. Not like Slimer or like. Some of the ghosts had clothes. Though the librarian ghost had clothes.
Oh, in Ghostbusters?
In Ghostbusters, yeah. It was very hit or miss about whether or not they had clothes. But it's directly tied to how human they still were. Like the librarian was still like
Slimer
books.
A ghost, or was Slimer like an entity?
Slimer was a ghost. Yeah.
We've got different kinds of spirits, different kinds of energies. They're not all straight up ghosts.
I
don't know.
He could get trapped in the same way he could get. Oh, God. I would watch Spaceballs right now.
I thought you said baseball. I fucking hate Spaceballs. I have no affinity for Spaceballs.
Really?
No.
It's like, actually, it's one of the few Mel Brooks movies that I think is still good. And I know
it is like the racist one. I think it's because I didn't see it. I didn't see it until I was probably 20, 22. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Mel Brooks movies are pretty offensive. I mean, all of his are kind of.
I'm just saying I don't think I have an affinity for it because I didn't see it until late in life.
Oh, okay.
And also that might be one of the lesser, like one of the least offensive ones.
It definitely is. It definitely is. And it's one of the only ones that I really like. I think that and like maybe The Producers is like my Mel Gibson. Mel Brooks.
Very different. Still
it's because Mel Gibson showed up as a ghost tonight and decided for 10 seconds to be here.
Somebody help her with her fucking costume. What is her concept?
She has no concept. She's just wearing she's wearing her brand new boyfriend's dead mother's wedding dress. That's her costume. I'm dressed up as...
She's still got all her regular clothes
like
underneath.
Social problems. So Derek says there's a brief mention of classifications of ghosts in Ghostbusters 1. Slimer is said to be like a lesser ghost, and that's why he looks less humanoid. I don't remember
that
that part.
Me being right.
But like,
I think it's actually.
I can't believe that their prank was that they were going to dress up in a scary costume at a Halloween party. And like that was we're going to scare everybody by
that feels
being
like an
scary
afterthought.
At a Halloween party.
Why is everyone cheering? What's that nun smoking a cigar costume?
Probably dressing up like that real exorcist from earlier on in the movie.
Yeah. Actually, that might have been that guy. I think that guy's hanging around a little too much.
Yeah. Maybe he just goes to that school. And that's how new he is.
You know what? Honestly, it's possible. Oh, don't get choked up. There's nothing to get choked up about.
Shut up. His mom is going to be beautiful. And the music is swelling.
The music is swelling, and that is usually something that I'm very susceptible to.
Well, there you go.
I'm telling you, she's too old.
Well, now 12 and 14? Is that?
No, that's not okay. Also, I think it would have been much better for Kat to get to see her own mom than to get to see fleshy Casper.
I guess Casper doing the right thing.
Casper got rewarded, not Kat.
Yeah.
Casper doing the right thing would have been like, hey, instead of turning me, can you go talk to your daughter? She fucking misses you. Also, this is our new song.
Or like, are we limited? Do you have like, as your angel powers, do you only have the ability?
He's not like so fucking hot that all these 15-year-olds are drooling.
Well, neither was that other guy, but I think maybe I've just never understood like conventional hotness.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say he's not hot enough. I'm trying to say like no one is that hot. That's silly.
Yeah. She's wearing his dead mom's wedding dress.
She's like, put it on her.
Wearing? Yeah, no, it's worse than whatever you think. She's wearing.
That actor is not 12. Which makes it easier for me to deal with this.
But he does still look like a baby. Like that's what
their ages match.
Face.
He does not look like he's the age of somebody who insists on sledding until they have pneumonia. He looks like.
Also, look how tall he is. It's because he's floating. Yeah. He's really like.
Yeah, God. That's
oh God, men.com. So.
He looks evil.
He does a little bit.
Casper was like giggly and like this kid is, I don't know, he's got puppy murdering eyes.
Because now he's got his fucking flesh sack back and he's ready to kill.
Oh. Just like Dad.
Just like Dad.
At least he gets to see his hot wife.
Yeah.
If I ever appear to somebody,
he needs to fucking move on. Like that. Although, like, I mean, the time to intervene was a long time ago, babe.
If I had to appear to my husband like that, I would definitely appear naked.
Yeah. And I would be like, hey, you shot all your degrees with bullets.
Yeah, please
Which
support my daughter.
Please feed her.
Yeah. Remember naked bodies? You need to find one.
Find a naked body and feed your daughter food.
I refuse to accept that that had anything to do with this.
I like the idea that they did actually like put it through the grapevine. Like they can't actually leave and go and
they went on vacation.
They went on vacation to like
Belle, what is wrong? Come here. Come on, Belle. You're so fat. You're the fattest cat.
Fat cat.
Hi. Hi, Tubbs.
Under her bathing suit.
What the fuck?
Under.
What is that line?
Picture it. Like,
has that happened in the past?
Yeah, she's telling him like, stop letting her eat French fries for breakfast. Stop picking up and three-way call listening on her phone calls, and stop making her wear a t-shirt underneath her bathing suit.
What is that achieving? It's not hiding anything. That's
I got the t-shirt over the bathing suit.
Over. Yeah.
But
no.
Under is not a thing. Very disturbing.
Look, if you don't want love, I don't want you. Come on. I literally can't see over you. She leaned into it. I'm all right with it.
Oh, she did. She kissed first, but
I don't know about first. Do not call me. Jesus Christ. Don't they live on a cliff? Like, I feel like people need to be really careful.
All right, we're all a family now.
Is he in drag again? Oh no, I wish though.
I mean, he's wearing like.
Wait, what's the resolution here? They don't own the house.
They kind of do though, because they found the deed, and Casper is like the last living heir.
He's not living.
He would have been. So there's no one else to claim the place.
I don't think that's how real estate law works.
And they have the lease. Like they have the deed.
I don't think you just have to have possession of the deed.
As we learned earlier,
possession is 9/10 of the law. You got me. Yeah. So what do you think about Casper, Diana?
Oh God, I'm so sad about Casper.
Why?
It's a good Prince impression. Derek, watch the whole movie. It's so good. But it's sad that like the resolution isn't that Casper then gets to move on.
Oh,
to, you know, reincarnate or whatever the fuck. Like, he doesn't get anything. He just has to stay a fucking ghost.
Yeah. I definitely think that for some reason, like, they should have sold it where the kiss was his finished business. Like, you know, or...
Right. Or,
he moved on
like,
after
his,
that.
you know...
Belle, you suck.
Like, the fact that he, like, did something so sacrificial, like, you know, could get him a free pass. Like, maybe he let that happen and then he got, like, that one last hurrah as a reward and then got to move on. Something like that.
Think anybody wanted to move on.
That's what I think is the... Well, I know it's the point with the uncles. They never wanted to move on.
Sure. But Casper doesn't really either. He gets to be a kid forever.
Casper made a choice in the beginning to not move on because of his dad.
And then his dad left him.
Yeah. But now the choice is no longer there, so you would think maybe he could get it again. But I think it's that implication that, like, art is so common in like ghost stories or whatever. If you pass it up, that's it. Or like if you know, even if you're fucking 12, if you make it
because we saw the bad lady presumably pass it up to come back to do the thing, and then she got to go.
She didn't pass it up.
She must have passed it up when she, like, first died.
No, I think you become a ghost always. And then I think you are, like, judged or whatever.
Yeah.
Because as soon as she, like, admitted or, like, you know.
Well, she passed on as soon as she said she had no more unfinished business.
Yeah.
And then she turned into, like, a fucking disco ball. But she would have never been around in the first place if when she first fell off the cliff, she hadn't been like, I have unfinished business. I need to go get the fucking treasure.
Very true.
So Casper is choosing to stick around.
Oh, okay. So Derek is telling us that James Homer scored this movie, I'm assuming you mean, but he also scored almost every James Cameron movie since Alien, including Titanic.
The score was pretty okay, I have to say.
It's evocative. Like, I will definitely recognize that like recurring, like what we're just hearing right now, that recurring piano line. I will, if you played that anywhere, I would hear it and become emotive. Just like if anyone, like, played, like, a couple of lines of any song from Titanic.
Well, yeah. It really got shoved down everyone's collective throat. Remember that remix?
Remix?
Yeah, I remember the radio track that was, like, the Celine Dion song spliced with audio, like, dialogue clips from the movie.
No.
Titanic? Oh my god, it was so big that summer.
I'm gonna watch that right now.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see it that summer. Like, the summer that it came out
on the radio in a very big way.
All right,
the Celine Dion song version with audio.
Titanic. Mashup.
Oh. Radio track, maybe.
I don't know what to look for here. Tell me again what it is.
It was a version of My Heart Will Go On that was super top 40 that had cuts of the dialogue from the movie interspliced in the song. It was on the radio all summer long.
With dialogue, okay.
It's an edited version with dialogue.
Got it. All right. I'm pressing play on some really depressing shit right now.
Well, I can't hear it. I want to hear it.
You can if you want to.
Oh my God, cry. Let's just silently watch you cry.
I'm not an idiot. He's not an idiot, Rose.
Yeah, it's all the most dramatic parts. I remember that coming on when I was at the swimming pool all fucking summer long.
Can I tell you that the only time in my whole life my mom got a speeding ticket was because this song came on the radio and she got too excited.
Oh my God.
My mom has always driven so slow that it has always been painful for the people behind her and in the car. One time she was just so jazzed to hear this song. She just went over the speed limit, and it was her very first speeding ticket.
That's amazing.
Yeah. She got out of it, though, by telling the cop
what had happened.
Exactly what happened. And, like, it's fucking Long Island.
I think we both know that's not why she got out of it.
Yeah. Wait, I mean, just, like, the absurdity of her excuse was above and beyond.
Sure. How are you feeling about this? Are you still listening to it? Oh my God, don't even be sad about it. It is a beautiful song.
It is.
Objectively. As
and
annoying.
Like Billy Zane is so pensive.
And I love the shit out of the mummy.
That's what she's wearing. Oh, Celine.
Oh my God, your boxed wine is clearly hit.
Celine Dion looks fucking great. And I would say that.
Where's that tail even just come from?
Salem is just here.
Derek, I want to acknowledge that you said something about Bandcamp and acknowledge that I don't actually know the pros and cons of utilizing that service. So maybe you can talk more about Bandcamp.
Of what service?
Bandcamp. Belle, you don't get to eat my spinach.
I don't know what the fuck Bandcamp is, Derek.
I think it's like SoundCloud, but it's probably better. Or there's probably something smart about
SoundCloud sucks because there's no hosting potential there, so I can't like.
What movie you want to do next? I don't mean like right now next. I mean like next time.
No, but what did we talk about earlier tonight?
All kinds of shit.
No, but there's a movie we mentioned earlier tonight that I really wanted to watch.
I don't know which one you wanted to watch. We talked about a lot. You're going to have to turn off the song.
I'm really right now. I can't focus.
Fuck you. Not you.
Where the movie is done, I see there's another watcher right now. The movie's over, and now we're somehow watching Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On" spliced with
film quote,
film quotes and scenes.
Which I'm the only.
I really, honestly, I love Celine Dion in a way that's unironic, but I love Titanic in a way that is too unironic. Like I don't.
I think Titanic was
to pull some
good.
Rose let Jack die bullshit on me. I will have a conversation with them no matter where I am.
I saw a meme about that today.
I will literally sit them down and explain to them why they are wrong about not only that, but probably everything they've ever thought in their whole lives. Like,
you don't think that they could have taken turns?
No, it's not that I don't think they could have taken turns. It's that literally seconds before they try to get on that board, Jack looks over and sees other people trying to climb on top of shit and failing and continuing to pull their like flotation devices underwater. He makes a conscious choice and decides to say, you get on it, I'll be fine. And she does, and both of them having fucking hypothermia and having, like, she falls asleep and passes out on the fucking board. Like, yes, he physically could have fit onto it, but climbing up on it with her still on it was not going to work. And that they showed that multiple times. And that was the whole point. He made a conscious decision. It is not maybe the best choice available, I guess, but like, you know, that was the whole thing.
You know what I would have liked is if Rose's like frostbite had in any way disfigured her face. She should have lost a nose, I think, or like her lip. Maybe if old lady Rose had absolutely no nose, I would have liked the movie better.
Why? Why did she need to suffer?
Shit, I don't know. I mean,
Why did she need to suffer? But that's a thing.
I'm just kidding.
Every single like dude that I have ever met in my fucking life has opinions.
Who have you talked to about Titanic? I'll tell you, I've talked to 0 dudes about Titanic.
Because, all right, I existed in middle school when Titanic came out, and it was the fucking like. It was the topic of the world that, like, Rose was so, like, horrible and horrific and let him die. But those kids grew up, and they're still making that joke right now. And, like, they still have that same, like, vendetta against her character.
I'm obviously familiar with the joke that Jack didn't need to die, but I've only ever heard it from the perspective that, like, Rose and Jack collectively were stupid for not getting Jack on the board.
I've never heard that. I've always heard that it was Rose's fault for not making more room for him on that fucking door.
If I'm being honest, I think it was Rose's fault that the ship sank.
Sure. Yeah. I think it's
I think we can all agree.
We can all agree it's Rose's fault. The ship sank. So okay, ship is going down.
Yeah.
Rose and Jack have just had sex. It's awesome. It's definitely Jack's first time, not Rose's, because look at them.
It's both of their first times. Just because she has a voluptuous body doesn't mean we should presume her to be overly sexualized.
Oh, no, I was just saying because he's a douche and she's like a
but she's never been allowed to leave the house. He's been living on the streets. Also, yeah, those French girls definitely fucked him.
Oh, I kind of got the idea that he didn't, like, want to.
I mean, I think you're right. But, like, it seems like, why would all these prostitutes have... I mean, come on.
Why would all these prostitutes sleep with a guy who doesn't have any fucking money? Why would they
he's cute and charming and, like, I don't know, throw him a bone.
No, fuck off. Good God, no. No, please. Yeah, no, draw me. That's fine. But
listen, Diana, when I'm a prostitute, I'm still going to choose to have sex recreationally sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, but not with, like, the street urchin who, like...
So fucking cute.
The 17-year-old street urchin.
I'm a 14-year-old prostitute. Abso-fucking-lutely.
I love that we can fight about Titanic canon prostitution. So, okay.
But Jack, I think that when they had sex... I don't remember if there was a line specifically, but I also distinctly had the feeling that Jack was a virgin.
Yeah, I did too, because he talked about the one-armed like woman in furs, or like no. So there's the woman in furs, but there was a prostitute who was like missing an arm and a leg or something like that.
He at least got a hand job.
From that. I mean, I guess so, fine, but like I think you know, he probably didn't like it. Like that's my you know.
Why didn't you like it?
I'm guessing because he is a fucking sad virgin who wanted to like have stupid feelings about someone before they had sex. And I think that he lived in an environment where he was like a vagabond and having, you know, trysts and drawing people.
Do we think that Jack's friend was gay?
The friend from the game, from the poker game?
Yeah.
But
the one that gets on the boat with him.
I mean, I didn't get a vibe either way on him.
Who's the queerest character on that boat?
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane or Billy Zane's muscle?
Billy Zane needs to fucking calm down. He was so defensive, and he didn't want to fuck her at all, but he was still so defensive that she marry him. He was so closeted. Like, that's like, no, I think. Derek was going to say the same thing. That's awesome.
I just want one queer character, and if you're not going to give me the Italian friend, then you got to give me somebody.
No, because the Italian friend.
But I want to ship Jack and the Italian guy.
Yeah, no, because you know, the Italian guy, he wanted to go get, you know, sow his seeds. He was like ready to go and have a free, fanciful life off in America and get his.
Yeah, right.
More so than Jack was.
I would
say definitely a couple of those like Irish women down in the steerage area.
Yeah,
we definitely got some queers down there.
Italian guy?
No, we got some queers down there. I'm saying
queers.
Down in steerage in Irish Town. Yeah, of course. Some of those women like chugging beers and dancing up a storm and like playing fucking fiddles like their lives depend on that. Yeah, they're absolutely.
I think you're wrong.
No, how ridiculous that some Irish women are gay.
Yeah, no, I think that's just part of their culture. I don't think we should read that into that as them being butch.
Oh, I didn't say butch. I said gay.
Well, chugging beers and like it was implied. There was a butchness implied with the beer chugging.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love it if we had queer characters routinely portrayed throughout 90s cinema as not butch. I would love that. Is that reality?
I don't know what reality is. I literally don't know what reality is, but I know the Titanic is not reality.
No.
Well, let's watch Titanic sometime. Because
I would watch Titanic any goddamn time of day. I would watch Titanic.
Spoil the whole thing the whole time.
I would tell you so many factoids. I would say so many.
You can tell me factoids. You can't just be, but you can't be like, hey, remember that at the end, this guy dies.
I mean, this one at least it's historical. I hope you probably know.
Well, you're not going to surprise me with the boat sinking, but you could surprise me by being like, oh, this is the guy who like fucking breaks his neck on the propeller as he jumps off at the end.
I have a signature from an actor from Titanic that I was very surprised by at a con. Like, I did not realize that he was going to be there.
Which guy was it?
So God, so he is like the in Titanic. He is like the guard that like that takes care of like the brig essentially and locks up Jack.
You recognized him?
Yeah, I recognized him as exactly that, and like felt so guilty because he had so many more movie shots like for sale from other things.
I wouldn't think that would bother an actor.
I would hope not, but like he's been an actor for so long, and like there was like so much there. But I was just like, I love Titanic so much. I don't know what to say, and I cried a lot. And then I got his picture signed, and then
you know what obscure Titanic actor that I wouldn't recognize, but that I would, if I had to interact with, it would be the one that like tries to save Rose and isn't listening to her, and she like hits him or whatever, and he's like, "Fuck you, drown."
Yeah.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge what I'm saying.
No, that guy.
What I need to hear is, yeah, that guy.
Not you're talking about the one where she is not drowning. You're talking about the one where she's trying to save Jack.
Yes. Yeah.
So she is trying to get help, and he's like, "No, right this way, this way. You got to come up this elevator."
Yeah.
"No, we have to go back this way. There's another person back here." Yeah. And he's like, no, right this way, miss, right this way. She's like, "You're not listening to me," and she punches him in the face.
That's the guy that I want to meet.
To hell with you.
Yeah,
that guy. I don't know this movie at all. There's I like that guy too, honestly, because what would you fucking be thinking? What would you even be doing if there's water up to their fucking knees? You're one of the last people down, and you're not gonna fucking be thinking about logic or saving, some guy that's potentially locked up 20 feet away. You're gonna be like, "Oh, we gotta go this way."
Well, I feel like her voicelessness in that scene was not about how unrealistic it was. I think it was because that, like, I feel like her being a woman in that scene is what they were trying to drive home. Like, I think that's why he literally just could not even hear past assuming she was hysterical to hear that there was another person right around the corner.
I don't think it was actually just her womanhood. I think it was her womanhood and her class. I think if she was a lower class woman, he probably would have listened to her.
I think if she was a lower class woman, he wouldn't even be trying to help her.
I feel like her being in the clothes that she was in and telling him like,
yeah, I think that can
save this man. Yeah. Like made him be like, "Miss, we are gonna get you up to the top." Like, I don't know. I guess I felt like the implication is that he was kind of stuck in like a mix between a survival mode and a like customer service mode. Yeah. Like I'm getting you out of here. Yeah. I'm getting me out of here, but I'm getting you out of here too. Yeah. I'm getting you. Yeah. I don't know that it would have played out differently if it were a different person, but certainly not like, "Hey, someone's arrested. We need to go save him too."
Yeah.
I don't think any person.
I think if she were a guy of, let's say, the same status, that he would have heard them.
Only time I think maybe, but probably only maybe because then he would have assumed
they were competent.
No, that they would have gotten on a boat after. The service people died on that ship. They didn't get off.
you know, to assume that like doing something more for a
I think we're arguing the same point.
Yeah. I'm not really arguing. I just think,
am.
like, I'm just
agree with me.
Yelling about the fact that I love Titanic, and I think it's James Cameron's best film.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't think you can compare it to Alien. I just think it's apples and oranges. But certainly, I don't give a fuck about anything post Titanic.
It's hard. It's hard. Alien is another movie that I love and cannot.
Also, I can't really think of a fourth James Cameron movie. Like, I got Alien, I got Titanic, I got Avatar, which I never saw and won't. And I don't.
You never saw Avatar?
No, I was like, there's like a solid 7-year period of my life where I just like forwent everything popular.
Oh God, it's actually
Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator.
Wow, if Francis was here, he would yell at me.
Yeah.
Did he do T2? Because I think T2 is the superior T.
Mm-hmm. Sarah Connor is amazing.
I actually am more interested in the son than the dad. I thought that was more compelling.
Did anybody watch the Sarah Connor Chronicles? Because it was great. It was short-lived, but it was really great. It was very well done.
Wasn't the singer from Garbage the Terminator in that?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It was really, really great.
Oh, I never saw it. Yeah. I would watch it.
It was really well done.
I saw the Claire Danes one. I did not see the Daenerys Targaryen one. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I think you probably do. Dude, it's just some of the remakes. Or not remakes, but some of the weird, like, later sequels.
All right. The next movie, can we watch the next movie? Can we watch Avatar?
Here's the reason I'm hesitant.
Because you've never seen it, and like I will
a minute of it, not 1 minute of it.
I'm so excited about that. Like I
don't know.
Go ahead.
So here's what I was gonna say. I'm not surprisingly to anyone a real hard ass when it comes to people talking during movies, which seems antithetical to this. But I feel like this was okay because it's a movie presumably you've seen a million times. It's passed like. Enough time has passed. So I'm totally down with doing these talkovers with you with movies that people have seen a million times. But I think that I would need to like watch Avatar if I was going to watch it because it's a movie I haven't seen before and I get really bitchy.
Okay. All right. I'm going to insist though that you watch Avatar.
It looks so stupid, and I bet
it's not
aren't even good anymore.
It's as stupid as literally. It's if you can get over the fact that the story is recycled. It's Pocahontas.
But it's like it's Pocahontas.
It's Pocahontas.
Wasn't the whole point of it the spectacle? Like the visual effects. Wasn't that the point?
I mean. I'll be honest, I saw it in theaters in the 3D that it was meant to be, and I saw it again in the regular cinema. Yes, the cinematography in both was phenomenal, but I actually did not think that the like 3D that was supposed to be like so mind-blowing, like that was like what was being pitched at me like when I went to go see it in theaters was like the 3D is like all encompassing. I didn't think it was that big a deal when I saw it.
I don't mean the 3D. I just mean that I feel like the special effects were really touted at the time, and watching it for the first time now, it can't possibly hold up.
No, it's not that outdated. It's absolutely not that outdated.
It's like 7 years old. Special effects have come a tremendously long way in 7 years.
Not in James Cameron world, like honestly, like no, It still looks good. And they don't do a lot of hybrid shit, which I think is right. You're not directly confronted with the changeover from from cyber digital effects to lifelike. It's not, which can be rough. Anyway, you watch that. I think you should. And
I think it's for basic people.
Derek is saying Sarah Connor blowing up the Cyberdyne building in T2 was originally supposed to be part 1, but it was cut due to budgetary reasons. Cool. Yeah.
I really want to rewatch all of the Terminators, even though I know that I'll probably only enjoy the first 2, just because it's been a while. And I think it'd be interesting to watch them sequentially. We recently watched like all the Men in Blacks in a row. Nope, not the right thing. Mission Impossibles. All the Mission Impossibles in a row.
I was going to say,
nope.
All the Men in Black are flawless and are perfect and have nothing to change.
All of them have nothing to change?
All of them. Look.
All of them.
Look, the last one
God, how does it feel to be wrong all the time?
Look, the last one is not as emotive as it wanted itself to be, but it still got the job done. It still wrapped up the story. Good job.
Is that the standard we're holding movies to?
I'm just saying that they did a good job with the film. For the hiatus that they took, it was a long one.
Will Smith looks exactly the same. It doesn't count as a hiatus. They should not have brought that whole fucking weird Tommy Lee Jones young person. Like, time travel.
They had to.
No, they didn't.
They had to. How else were they going to make even that work?
Give him a new partner.
This was an end to a series. They had to bring back the old partner.
I'm pretty sure the series ended with the second one.
The series ended with the first one, if we're being real. Like the second one.
When I Die, Can I... Oh, did you watch the movie? Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you watched it.
There's going to be Avalon. Just like every night it's going to be like...
I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, make sure you're being so nice to the kittens. Make sure you're letting Maggie out. I'll be like, Avalon, you do this literally every night. I'm trying to live my life. I have children now. You need to stop coming to the shows in my house.
But what if I wore that sexy, weird red lingerie every time?
It's so much worse for my new
I know, your new wife would hate it.
To do it. Here we go.
Oh my God, don't throw her on me. Don't throw her on me. Francis.
Yeah. And how are you not getting seasick?
Yeah, Derek, I did know about that, and I am only okay with it because of Chris Hemsworth.
Better than I remember it.
Who, Casper? You like Casper?
Diana. I can't hear her because you're wearing.
No, it's fine. I'm just talking to some douchebag. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're just talking about Josh Brolin as young Tommy Lee Jones and Chris Hemsworth as somebody in the new Men in Black movie.
I don't remember who Josh Brolin is. Can you let the dogs out? Thank you. Say something so I know the thing is working. Diana.
Yeah.
I need to make sure my headphones were working.
They are. You sound great.
Well, I unplugged them and plugged them back in.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
All right. So what are we watching next time besides Avatar?
Avatar, Titanic.
I think Titanic's actually a really good idea, but it's fucking long.
It's so long, but honestly, I'm so into it. And there's so much to be said. We'll put a vote out, and I think we should put a vote out earlier.
Well, yeah, than the day of.
Obviously.
Well, the other thing too is it seems like we had some kind of weird ambitions of doing Halloween movies.
Yeah.
Titanic is not.
But I think we can do them as topics on the podcast too. We don't necessarily need to do them as like watching them.
I know. Yeah, Derek, that was kind of the whole point of this. But I think we might have gone about it wrong. So
we did. Derek, if you had been watching the movie, you came in at the end of the movie. If you had been watching the movie, we were making it up.
My intention was for it to be something that was like audio that people in the future could, like, if they fucking cared.
And they can, because we'd literally give you a countdown to us starting the movie.
Whatever. I'm gonna look into Bandcamp. I appreciate the recommendation because that was the intention. Don't blow kisses. Don't blow kisses.
I'm blowing kisses. Let's end it. Let's put it out of its misery.
All right.
All right. I love you, Avalon. I love, you know, Francis. I love
Maggie.
Casper. You know.
I love Christina Ricci and her dad. I don't love Casper. I might love Casper's dad because I think he might have been a fucking serial killer.
I think we need to know what the fuck Casper's dad is.
I already know. I already told you.
You're probably right. All right.
Good night.
Night.
Thanks for tuning in.
Boop.